Hey guys, this is Nova Joe again. This time I'm back with a review for Resident Evil Revelations 2. Just a little history, guys. I'm a big time Resident Evil fan. I've been playing Resident Evil since it originally came out back in the late 90s. I think it was like 96. You guys can correct me in the comments on that. I've played pretty much every iteration of the game from the beginning all the way through the little offshoots that they've done with some of them, like Resident Evil Survivor, the light gun game, stuff like that. I've just always been a big fan, so I'm going to try to be as objective with this review as possible and try not to let my fanboyism run amok. So first off, let's start with the story. I'm not going to tell you too much information on the story because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. This review is late incoming, and the game has been out for a while, so most of you probably already know something about the story. But if you're one of those who doesn't, I'll just give you a brief little overview. The story takes place on what you would think is like a deserted island, but it's not. It's ran by a female dictator who has filled this island full of creatures, and unfortunately for Claire Redfield and Barry Burton, they're trapped on this island. And there's a couple others that are trapped there with them that you get to play as that are new to the series. But I think the ones that most people are going to be excited about is Claire and Barry, especially Barry, since last time we saw him was in little snippets in other games. Anyway, you're trapped on an island that's run by this female dictator. She's filled it full of creatures, and you are trying to escape. There's the general gist of the story. And that's very general. There's a lot more to it than that. But if you're a fan of Resident Evil, you should like this story. Onto the graphics. Guys, first off, let me just say this. For those of you who don't know, this is a port of a game for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It is not a next-gen game built from the ground up for the Xbox One. However, that's not to say this game looks bad, because it doesn't. This game looks great. There's little next-gen touches in all the right places on this. I haven't noticed any aliasing issues. I haven't noticed any screen tearing or flickering. I haven't noticed any frame rate issues. The game moves extremely smooth. The colors are bright and vibrant. There's no haze to the graphics. The graphics are clear. It adds a level of depth to everything. Kind of gives it a three-dimensional look in a way. Almost kind of pulls you in, is what I'm trying to say. The textures look great because of there being no haze. Your blacks and whites are very vibrant, and you don't have this gray filter kind of hanging over everything. The game, I don't know if it runs at 30 frames or 60 frames, but it moves everything moves smoothly. Everything is just at a very fluid pace. And just all around, the graphics just look great. Sound-wise, the sounds are what you'd expect. Moans and groans, and the gunfire is great. It really adds to the atmosphere of this game. The little musical cues and things like that filter into the background really help this game seem foreboding. It really adds to the atmosphere. I'd have to tell you this though, while I was playing this game, there was a couple times that I kept hearing these noises, creepy noises, and I thought it was coming from inside my house, not my TV, but inside my house, and it kind of unnerved me for a second there, to the effect that I paused the game to listen, because I was here by myself. And I paused the game to listen, and I noticed when I paused the game, the noises stopped. And so I turned it back on, and I'd hear them come back again. So I kind of got a good little chuckle out of that. Kind of freaked me out there for a second there. So if that gives you any idea on how good the sound is to this game, it made me believe that they were in my house. Dialogue. I'm not really much for heavy swearing in my games. This game goes a little over the top in my taste with the F-bomb, especially with Moira. She says it a lot, and there's some times where they interject it, and it kind of looks like they were forcing it. It doesn't even seem to... Not that I think there's ever a time where you should talk like that. That's just my personal preference on that. But there's times where you can definitely see that it just doesn't fit. So the vulgarity, a little much for me, but it's tame compared to other games I've played. The voiceovers are great. The dialogue is delivered in such a way that it's very realistic. It's not B-movie like the original games were. It's very fitting. It's definitely gotten better and better and better over the years, and this game is just a prime example of the voiceovers being great. You still have your goofy characters with their goofy dialogue here and there, but other than that, it's just your typical standard voiceover, but done in such a way that it really helps move the story along. Gameplay. Okay, guys, this game has the ability to be played in split-screen co-op or online co-op. Purists are probably not going to like that, but let me just say, guys, they've done it in such a way that it is very... It works. It works great. The second player that does not have a gun, they have a melee weapon, and I won't give away any spoilers or anything, or next to no melee weapon. I'll just say that. For example, when you play as Claire, her partner is Moira, who carries around a flashlight and a crowbar because she's afraid of guns. And you will find out why later on. It explains why. But it works in such a way because Moira is effective. She works in combat. She helps Claire to get out of these harrowing situations with a simple flashlight. She can flash it in the eyes of the opponent and blind them so that Claire can run up and kick them, or while they're blind, you can run up and hit them with the crowbar. It's cool. It's really cool, and it works really well. I didn't think it would, because I thought, it's Resident Evil, you need a gun, shoot them in the head, you know. Hey, just beat them with a crowbar. It works just as well, and it's just as much fun. Crafting in this game, you can craft consumables, not like what you did in the past where you had green herbs and blue herbs and red herbs and you had to mix different potions. There are green and red herbs, but instead of like mixing a green herb and red herb to make one stronger herb, you actually make, when you mix a red and a green together, you get 3 green herbs. One green herb will fill your health completely. You don't have to have a bunch of them mixed together. Just one green herb will fill your health. So they've really simplified the crafting when it comes to consumables. You can also earn skills. Let me phrase it, not skills, but you can earn BP points, which can then be used to purchase different skills for your characters, such as increasing the damage on Moira's crowbar, or making it so that your AI opponent will shoot their gun when you're not in control of them, or increasing your capacity to hold green herbs. There's just numerous different skills that can be unlocked to help advance your character, and so it really adds to the replay value of the game, so that when you do want to play this game again, you're not starting over from scratch. You've got these enhanced guns. You've got these enhanced weaponry. You've got different abilities now that you didn't have maybe when you played through the first time. And so it really adds to the replay value of this game. Gameplay-wise, it's a third-person shooter, moves smooth as can be. No tank controls. It's just what modern third-person shooters should be. Now guys, you're going to see a little bit of raid mode. This mode was also in Revelations 1, however, it is much better here. It's basically like little mini missions where you're tasked with killing X amount of enemies. I haven't seen a timer yet, so I don't think there are any missions that have a timer. But basically, you've got a certain amount of enemies you have to kill. In this mode, you get BP points as well, which you can use to upgrade skills that you can purchase for, well, you level up here. Let me rephrase this. As you're playing along, you earn points and it levels you up. And as you level up, you earn little skill points that you can use to unlock attribute enhancements, such as increased handgun efficiency or machine gun, or not efficiency, proficiency. So you can enhance your machine gun proficiency, magnum proficiency, shotgun proficiency, as well as many other things that you can enhance. You can also, there's like a little store. You can go into the store and buy guns, buy different guns, and guns have levels to them, and the higher, obviously the higher the level, the better the gun is. This mode has near infinite replayability because there's just so much that you can do. There's just so much that you can level up. There's numerous characters that you can level up, numerous guns to purchase, numerous skills to unlock, numerous skills to then level up after you have unlocked them. There's just tons of stuff to do. And this mode can also be played in split screen, and it can be played online as well with another person. And I have personally played online a few times with some other people, and it was fun. It was a whole lot of fun having two people, just being able to work together and have teamwork and help each other out. And I can say, guys, what you're seeing here, you're seeing me take these guys down pretty quick. I got some pretty powerful guns at this moment, but it does get tough. There are missions that are very tough, and if you don't have the right setup, the right guns, it's going to be hard to get through it. And, well, as you can see right there, I wasn't paying attention. That guy snuck up on me and got me. You have to be on your toes on this. You have to move around. You can start out just standing still, but you're going to have to move around, or you're going to get mobbed. It is very fun. There is a ton of I keep going back and forth, so I'm sorry, guys. There's just a lot of stuff that you can do in this. There's a lot of missions. As you can see here, this map is actually from Resident Evil 6. When you purchase the physical copy of Revelations 2, you get all these additional maps, as well as DLC characters and things like that. So there's quite a few maps, quite a few bonus maps that come with this game that are for this raid mode. There's, like I said, there's numerous characters you can pick. Each character has a different costume. You could unlock new costumes by earning medals. You get medals in this, guys, for achieving certain things as you play, such as beating the mission without using a green herb, or oh, I can't remember what some of them are. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to draw a blank there. But yeah, like, there's different medals. There's like 5, I believe, with each mission, and these medals add up, and after you get a certain amount of them, you unlock like a new costume or things of that nature. All in all, guys, as a whole, this game has been well worth the money that I paid for it. If you like Resident Evil, you will like this game. I think even those who are purists and just want one-on-one, or just want to be a one-player game, guys, it's still a lot of fun even with the two-player, just because of the way they set it up. It's not a machine gun fest. It's one person with a gun, one person with a flashlight. I think y'all would like it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Keep watching my channel. There will be more reviews to come. Take care, and God bless. And